Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, it is kindly sponsored by Look Fantastic. So I have recently again teamed up with Look Fantastic to bring you today's video. Most of the items in this tutorial I was kindly gifted by Look Fantastic. Some of these products I was sent the end of last year, the start of this year, but the main product in this tutorial is the eyeshadow palette. So I was kindly gifted a Natasha Denona palette from Look Fantastic, although whenever I say gifted, I picked it out myself. They were kind enough to give me a lovely coupon code, but that is the palette that I used to create this eye makeup look. I honestly love it so much. These are so my shades. It is just so the palette that I did pick, obviously, as you can see, is the gold palette. So yeah guys, if you want to see me create a tutorial with this beautiful eyeshadow palette, then just keep watching. And I also have a little surprise for you guys also in the description box, so make sure you check that out. But other than that, let's just jump into the tutorial. Okay, so guys, as you can see, I have one eye already done. I just went on ahead and done this eye off camera just to get a wee bit of a play of what I was wanting to do today on the eye with the colours, and I just also wanted to get a wee bit of a play off camera to work with the pigmentation and the formula of these shadows. So I'm first off going to start with a shadow shield. So the first shade from the palette I took was this soft brown shade up here in the corner. This is perfect for your transition, and it's called Aria. Because it's a really nice transition shade, I'm just going to pop that just in the crease. Just with a big fluffy brush just to start us off. Just starting at the outer corner and working my way in. And then just going back and forth, blending that out. Next shade from the palette, I'm going to be taking it on the exact same brush, but I'm going to be taking this shade here. It's in the shade Dijon, and it is such a beautiful mustard matte colour. I'll give it a wee swatch so you can see. So it's absolutely beautiful. I'm also just going to pop this just within the crease, just blending it back and forth and up into the upper crease and brow bone. Next shadow I'm going to take is Python, and I'm going to be taking this on a detailed diffused crease brush from Sigma. I have to say, these are probably the creamiest mattes I've actually ever used. I just swatched the shade that we're going to be using now, but I just wanted to show you that these matte shades are that creamy that, like, can you see the way there's like a wee sheen off them? They're crazy, absolutely crazy. And I'm first off just going to focus this just on the outer corner, just working my way in, just halfway at the crease. I'm not bringing it right in just yet, just working from the outer crease and working my way in. I'm going to take a wee flat brush and that Python shade, and I'm just going to start by packing it now, just on the outer corner. I'm just going to do this bit just to speed us up a wee bit, and then still taking this wee Sigma brush. Don't forget you can still go into the previous brush and the previous colour to help blend yourself out. Blend yourself out! Blend the colour out. Before I do that, I just want to try and perfect it first of all. I'm not going to be taking any more shadow on this brush. There is going to be still a wee bit of residue left on it, just as you can see slightly there. So I'm now just going to swoop that shade just into the inner corner, as you can see here. And I'm just using the tip of the brush to do the work for me. So just back and forth and just blend in circular motions. I'm going to go back into my MAC paint pot. I'm going to take this on a flat packing brush, and I'm just going to pack this just on the inner corner, bringing it into the centre as well. So back into the palette again, and I took this shade here. No, I didn't. I took this shade here first of all. It is absolutely gorgeous. What shade is this? It's called Brass. I'll give it a wee finger swatch so you can see. These are so intense. They are so metallic. Absolutely gorgeous. So just took that on a flat brush. Just the same brush, by the way. And I didn't need to wet it or anything. I have a set spray here just in case I need it to, but it's honestly worked perfectly without any wetness, I suppose. So I'm just going to focus this shade just in the center of the lid, just basically at the ball of the eye, just in the center first of all. Not really going to be taking it right into the inner corner just yet, because I'm going to be putting a different shade in there. But I'm just going to pack this shade on just right up to that crease. Now I'm going to go into the top shade. So this top shade, again, God help us all, me trying to explain this shadow. So it's in the shade something lime chrome, so it's basically like a duochrome. It's definitely got reflex of pink, lime and gold. It's actually very hard to describe, but it's very beautiful. It's definitely one of those shades that you definitely need to swatch and actually see in person. But I'm going to be taking this on the exact same brush, although I have cleaned it from the second or the first shimmer shade. And again, I'm not going to need to wet my brush or anything. I'm just going to pack this just in that inner corner. And because this shade was so nice, I actually took it over that first shimmer shade as well. Such a beautiful shade. Okay, so also whatever excess is on the packing brush, time I apply a shimmer, a pigment or a glitter, I always like to blend it into the matte shades. Just makes it look a wee bit more seamless, and so that it doesn't look as if it's just placed on. You just want to make sure that everything looks really nice and blended out and blend it together. So as you can see, I'm not going on swiping motions, I'm not going on blending motions, I'm just patting. I'm not going to start on the base makeup. I'm not going to be applying a primer today, can't be bothered if I'm being honest. But I've already just done my skincare routine. I've put a serum on, I've moisturised, so that's just a good enough base for me anyway. So for foundation, I'm going to go on with the AX1 Invisiwear Liquid Foundation. I'm going to be using the shade F200. These foundations are really good if you have a golden undertone in your skin. So because I'm wearing a wee bit tan at the minute, this is always kind of like a go-to foundation for me whenever I'm wearing a thick tan, because obviously there's more orange and golden yeah, orange and golden undertones like within my skin now. So I'm just going to be applying just a wee bit of this. Oh sugar, it might be a wee bit too dark actually, but once we conceal and everything it should be grand. But I'm just going to start off with 2 pumps just to see. It's actually a really nice coverage of foundation as well. Like, it might look really thick and full coverage, but it can be built up to be full coverage, but it's actually just a nice medium coverage of foundation. Like, it isn't a complete mask on your skin. So I don't actually think the colour looks too bad once it's actually all blended out, but that's the finish of the foundation there. It's kind of like a satin finish. I wouldn't say it's completely dewy, I wouldn't say it's completely matte, but I would say if you are somebody that doesn't want or like to set your foundation, you could get away with it, but obviously I'm gonna set it. I'm taking the Naked Concealer from Urban Decay. I think this is just like a neutral shade or something. Fair warm. Just a bit underneath my eyes and my chin. Oh, quite a beautiful combination. And then for my baking powder, I'm going to be using the Beauty Bakery Flour setting powder. Oh, I get it! Oh dear goodness. I was thinking flower like daisies, roses, lilies, but Beauty Bakery Flour. Do you know what it is? I have only used this powder I think twice since I got it, and I got it, I actually can't remember, it's that long ago. So I'm not really familiar with Beauty Bakery anyway, and I was definitely not aware that it was actually called the Flour powder. That's why I was a wee bit confused there. And then obviously I don't like to let that bag sit for too long. I just kind of feel like it doesn't need to. Next up for highlight, I'm going to take the Cheek Leader Mini Bronze Squad palette from Benefit. So in this wee palette we have a blush, highlight and a bronze. This is just full of a Benefit, but I'm going to take Cookie and I'm just going to hit the top of the cheekbone. Whoever expected Benefit to make a highlight so intense. And by the way, you can buy this as a single on its own. So next up for blush, this is the Too Faced Papa Don't Peach Wee Blush. Just looking for a shade there, but I don't actually think it has a shade. I think there's just one of these, so yeah. See, whenever you start your base makeup, everything just comes together once you start your base makeup. Oh my god, I can't stop putting this blush on. Stop, Emma. Okay guys, so next up for bronzer, I'm going to be using the NARS Laguna bronzer. I was actually going to get rid of this, I think it was around the time whenever I was doing my makeup collection video. I have barely touched this and I know so many people absolutely love this bronzer, and recently NARS has actually came out with brand new Laguna bronzers. I think there's this one and then there's a lighter one, so seeing those two actually put the idea in my head that I should maybe start using this and just try it again and see how I like it and really make my mind up, because as I say, I've only used this I think twice. We'll see. Where do you see it becoming like my go-to bronzer now? Okay, so also at this point I'm still bronzing. I think I like this bronzer. Damn, that's actually really, really nice. Okay. I have went a wee bit ham, but I've kept it subtle every time, but I've just built it up, if that makes sense. But oh, it's looking good. I just went on ahead there and lined my lips. I used MAC Strip Down. I'm so sorry that I'm being so repetitive with my lips recently, but what a shock. I'm going to be going in with my Burberry Lip Velvet in the shade Light Nude. So I just like to pop that just in the centre. And then just use my finger just to blend that out. It's probably the worst time ever to use your finger at your mouth, but oh well. Going to get back in with the Natasha Denona Gold palette. I think I'm going to go in with this shade here. So I'm first of all just going to stamp that just along the lower lash line, starting at the outer corner and working my way in. I'm just going to grab a clean fluffy brush and I'm just going to slightly blend that out. This was the first shimmer shade that we took and I'm just going to grab that and I'm just going to pop that just in the inner corner at the lower lash line. Going in with the final shimmer shade. So I'm just going to pop this just in the inner corner. It's honestly such a beautiful colour. Okay guys, so this completes this video. Thank you so much for watching. I have to say, the way this palette performed was fantastic. I couldn't fault it in any way, shape or form. The mattes were some of the creamiest mattes I've actually ever used. I'll actually swatch some of the shades on my arm so you can really actually see some of them. I was going into this palette expecting the best of the best. Like any wee mishap and yeah, it just wouldn't have been it. Okay, this is so awkward. Why did I do this to myself? I am honestly the biggest nuisance. But anyway, that's actually the palette swatched there. The reason I picked this palette is because obviously the colour story. Like these are shadows that I would use basically every single day and I could create so many like different wee quirky looks with this because you have your few wee bits of pops of colour and as I say your shimmers and everything, and obviously you have your go-to everyday colours like your nudes and your beige tones. Other than that guys, all the products that I used in today's tutorial will be listed and linked down below in the description box. Also don't forget to check out the description box for a wee surprise, and another thank you so much to Look Fantastic for sponsoring today's video, and I hope to see you all in my next video.